Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having another video in the How Good Is test series, and this time we are testing heavy Peltasts. So basically the idea here, I tried a rather more static approach first, but well, it didn't work as well as I was hoping for. So this time let's see if we could take the fight to the enemy. And don't go into melee quite just yet, even though I'm kind of hoping to use these as infantry unit to a degree. But it remains to be seen if that works out. Okay, we have first one's breaking. Okay, you continue to chase. You try to flank those and you throw some javelins on those. Okay, you guys, we need you to start moving. Okay, we have those guys breaking. Okay, charge on those. Okay, this is bad. We need to pull back. We need to get a flank going on. Okay, it seems you guys need to do fighting and you as well. And hopefully you can do a bit of flanking. Okay, we have two additional units routing. Start throwing at the general. Let's try to grab him. Okay, one additional unit is starting to break. Come here. Try to break those soon again. Oh, they're starting to push through. Start hitting those. Okay, it seems you are not doing too well.
He runs. So will his army stand when he shows such courage?
A valiant fight, but seems to be a bit too little, even though I still have to give them a nice fight. Another question, would it have gone better had I brought these guys also faster to the battle? Not sure, but my fear is that then more of the enemies would have rallied, and that would have given them more time, okay, to actually win us a bit earlier. So, I mean, a decent enough result, in my opinion, from missile infantry. Okay, I have to admit that I'm a bit worried about this one. I think our best bet is actually trying to be able to fire at one of the enemies while it's chasing after one of our own units. So basically we want to hit this Urban Cohort here in the rear as much as possible. Are they actually running? Yes, they seem to be. So we are inflicting casualties. Perhaps not quite on the rate we would like to be doing. But I guess that's still okay. Two of the units are getting out of range. Okay, try to throw. and you guys start running. So we have wasted, or used, perhaps not wasted, all of the, well, 2/3 of the missiles of one unit, and we have inflicted 17 casualties. So, I'm not seeing how this battle could end well for us, to be honest. Okay, it seems we are going to eat a Pilavoli. And, okay, yeah, I guess you guys throw those javelins a bit harder than we do. And now they are running to the Urban Cohort. Okay. Yeah, so I guess with somewhat more optimal gameplay, we could have gotten some tens of more casualties, but seems that we really shouldn't be eating any of those Pilavolis from those Urban Cohorts. It will just end in a disaster. Okay, and it seems they are routing even without actual contact. Uh-oh. Do we have... Okay. So not really. And it's not even one casualty inflicted. Uh-oh. Okay, one. And here we go. That's just brutal.
He is running away.
And one volley and no casualty. Oh, one casualty. Hooray! But yeah, I guess you shouldn't try to go head to head against Urban Cohorts with heavy Peltasts. On very hard difficulty, that is. The previous two tests didn't go too well, and I think things are going from bad to worse, even though the balance of power seems to be indicating that we should be evenly matched, so that's interesting to say the least. But let's see. Perhaps we could rout... Okay, perhaps we are being routed. And we even hit one of the... It's caused some casualties on the Legionary Cavalry, but yeah, I mean, this is just a slaughter over here. I think even those two Equites would have been enough to beat all four of these. Absolutely no chance at all. Yeah, and that's it. Not looking too good for heavy Peltasts. Okay, on this one, I'm trying to rely on loose formation, that's loose initially, and also on the perhaps heavier armor and bigger shield we have compared to the enemies. So let's see if that's going to be enough, and it seems we are going to get the first shot off. So it seems the AI is somewhat bugging at the moment, which of course is really fine for us. I mean, they can feel free to bug all they want, better results for us. And then we need to get into melee rather soon, which will mean tight formation. But this is rather interesting, how the AI is behaving over here. Okay, tight formation and charge in. Use the rally horn just in case. Okay, these actually won one of these. So are you guys some kind of missile unit killers? I mean, this is weird, to be honest. Okay, now they are in loose formation, so... And we are actually catching these. So perhaps you should go over there to give a hand. Unfortunately, now we are going to eat some javelins from those Velites. Try to hold. Try to hold. Help is underway. Oh, it's a general unit. Of course, they will fight harder. Okay, this is becoming quite a brawl. And they both did break. I mean, this is... I can't believe this. Of course, the AI was bugged over here, but still. How are these guys doing so well? I mean, we have realistic chance. Actually, we have high chance of winning this battle. And that's it. Nice.
Utterly beaten. This is a crushing victory worthy of a great general.
Okay, let's see. Against horse cavalry, we need to rely on the armor of the units and loose formation, and see if we are able to fire javelins on the enemy. And it seems we are able to do that, at least against some of them. But I don't think it's of any use to try to actually chase after these. Because, well, they are faster, so... And here I'm chasing. Well, the idea is to try to prevent the enemies to get too much of a flanking shots. But yeah, I think this is quite clear.
Your general shames himself.
Yeah.
He runs. So will his army stand when he shows such courage?
Probably not.
The gods
Yeah, I think that was rather clear. Attempt number 2. So, basically the Phalanx pikemen have a small shield. So basically we should be able to inflict some damage even from the front, as can be seen from here. So practically no need. Well, of course, hitting the enemy from the rear would be quite a bit more efficient, but they are taking some casualties over here as well. Of course, perhaps we should try to target one of those that's farther away from the other units. So that's taking some nice beating or pin cushioning. Perhaps to be more precise, and perhaps you could fire. Okay, and you could get moving over there. Could we disrupt these a bit further? So steady. There is general, okay. So that means that we should get a nice... Okay, not so nice. No, 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 don't do it. No, 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 no. Okay, they did break. Great, no more fire on them. No, 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 no. Fire drill off. Catch them. You guys, get away, get away, get away. You start running that way. Okay, and I think we could bring you guys over there to start hitting those. So 148 only. Who's not moving? Great. I think those guys are not rallying anytime soon. So perhaps we could bring these here to help. Okay. And that's all javelins used up. So let's get you guys close and personal. You as well. Let's sound the rally horn and try to keep these guys, their attention over here. Okay, great. And the last one is the bodyguard unit or general unit. So basically we do need to gather all our troops to deal with them. And I think those are not coming back. So tired, winded, probably very tired. warmed up, warmed up. So I think we are ready to engage. So steady concerned over exposed flanks, that's wisdom. Okay, that's a bit too front, and pull back a bit. And when they start to stop, it's time for us to charge in. Horrible casualties, but they are breaking and we are winning. So how humiliating is that for Phalanx pikemen? Eastern infantry beats, well, perhaps not without any troubles, these heavy Peltasts, but they rather soundly lost over here.
The gods have favored you! The enemy are crushed! Your victory is complete!
I think one of the main problems in this one is that probably that Legionary Cavalry is quite capable on beating all of these troops on its own. Okay, hit them hard. Because if we cannot deal with them, then that army is just going to... We cannot outmaneuver them, so that's an issue. When this army closes in and we cannot outmaneuver, well, the end is nigh then. So could we force? Okay, there is melee. But now the heavy cavalry is coming and... Okay, we've managed to rout one of these. Excellent. Pull back and start looking at that heavy cavalry. If we could just do something about it. Start throwing... Okay, yeah, and that's what the issue against fighting heavy cavalry with missile units is. But then again, they did take quite a while to get into melee, but I mean, that was just that one Legionary Cavalry beating the whole army, practically. Because those Cavalry Auxilia kind of blundered and other units had no chance to get into battle. So yeah, rather clear defeat. Okay, regarding the overall score, the unit got 224 points out of 700 from battles, which is actually better than Triarii. So, not completely useless unit. And of course, missile units in this type of test would benefit more from combined arms than melee units, so there is that as well. Regarding the requirements, the unit costs 350, so that's 38 points out of 50. The upkeep is 170 per turn per unit, so that's 65 out of 150. The training time is 1 turn, 100 points out of 100. The requirements are tier 4, city tier 4 practice range, so that's only 35 points out of 100. So overall from the requirements, the unit gets 238 out of 400, thus the total score is 462 out of 1100. And actually there are some units that are behind them, and I think that's relatively impressive for a missile unit. So a nice performance. Regarding the verdict, I think I have always liked this unit somewhat in battle, but I think the tier 4 requirements is a bit too high. I would say that tier 3 would suffice for these. Also the upkeep is a bit on the higher side, but I think this kind of feels a hybrid unit. It can do decently in melee, and I think on medium difficulty it would have beaten Eastern Infantry in the first test. So it can hold its own against lighter infantries, but of course not against dedicated heavy infantry, and Cavalry is still a menace to it. What was a really nice surprise was that it managed to beat Phalanx pikemen. I mean, that's really embarrassing for those pikemen. So that's rather nice. I mean, the unit feels kind of okay for a javelin unit, but at least personally I like more archer units. So because of the longer range, or slingers because of the longer range, they are not so prone to suffer from micro error. But that's my view of the unit. Do you agree or disagree? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member, and very special thanks to existing channel members: Napoleon Complex, Kosakusar, Mark Anthony, Blue Eye Wolf. Your support is greatly treasured. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games.